I'm excited to bring up a person who definitely creates a ton of connections. Melissa is here. You guys might know her if you're a person who loves to entertain, who's one of those people who's like, how could I make something more special? If you've ever thought that about like an everyday, you might have ended up on Melissa's blog, Best Friends for Frosting. She's here to tell us a story about a time she made an event extra special for her family. Take it away.
Hello! Oh my goodness, at all times my kids barge on in the room, but just like you, Megan, this is real life. Love you too. I was not expecting this. Oh, I'm so happy to see you too. Hello from Sacramento, California. I want to share with you guys a very special story to me. Now, I'm the kind of girl that has lived in the same zip code my entire life, basically. I know some people, they have these extravagant stories where they're like, oh my gosh, I've been to New York and LA. I've lived basically in the same zip code. So going along with living in the same zip code goes along with frequenting the same stores. So I shopped at the same grocery store my whole life, and believe it or not, the same Target. Target was about a 2-minute drive from my house, and I could walk there in 5 minutes. So going along with, honey, can you grab the kids, please?
Mom,
I'm sorry.
I miss you so much.
I know. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is my real life here. But going along with my story, basically what has, sorry, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Let's keep going along with things here. So frequenting the same store, I went to Target my entire life. And so in kindergarten, I can remember picking out back to school supplies with my mom. Going along over the years, I remember in 6th grade before the dance, bell bottoms were like the hip cool thing. And my dad took me to Target to get some bell bottoms at Target. I have so many memories and milestones at Target. One of my favorite memories at Target was when I was pregnant with my son, Charlie, and I walked those aisles to push myself into labor. Now, fast forward a little bit further, and I actually also did my baby registry at Target. Now, as time went on, I now have my son, Charlie, fast forward a little bit, and moving forward, I was shopping at Target with my son, Charlie, and we were in the aisle, and all of a sudden in the toy aisle, he goes, hey, Mom, what if we had my birthday party at Target? And I thought, I kind of like laughed. I was like, that's funny. But in my head, it was just like, I was over the moon excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, does he just realize that he told one of the people that has been one of the first accounts on Pinterest, I'm an influencer, I'm known as an entertaining expert. Like, he just asked me to throw a party at Target. I love doing off-the-wall things. This is right up my alley. My mind was going like a mile a minute. Like, what can I do? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I contacted that store director at that same exact Target location. We're still talking about the same Target in Sacramento, California on Riverside Boulevard. I contacted the store director, Joe Forbes, and said, hey, Joe, do you think that we could throw my son Charlie's 9th birthday party at Target? It's his last single-digit birthday. He talked internally with his team and got approval, and I got the notification, hey, we're having a party at Target. And I just thought, holy moly guacamole, like, is this really happening? I was like totally shocked. Honestly, like, as I'm telling you guys this story, like, I'm still shocked that this actually happened. So as an influencer, I've got a lot of connections in. So here I am, I'm contacting, I'm working with my team internally. I'm contacting like balloon garland stylists, all kinds of people. And before we know it, we're planning this party at Target. Now rewind a little bit. Our editor, Molly Allen, who is one of my best friends in the whole entire world, we actually met off of Twitter, but she goes, Melissa, there is no way that you're throwing a party at Target without me. I want to be there. So Molly got on that airplane and she flew right on in. And I just thought, oh my gosh, this is really happening. This is so exciting. So let's fast forward a little bit. The morning of Charlie's birthday. So as you fast forward to Charlie's birthday, on the morning of his birthday, basically, normally I do it big on his birthday. So we have like balloons in the house. There's all this stuff going on. And I was at Target at 6 a.m. in the morning setting up for his birthday. So there was no balloons to be found in the house. So moving forward a little bit, my mom comes to the door. She gets the kids ready. She takes them to Target, and they get to the store. Charlie thinks that he's picking out a toy for his birthday party. Boy, was he fooled. She even dressed them up in red collared shirts and khaki pants. And he didn't even piece together that he was having a birthday party at Target. Boy, was he fooled. I had to say that again. But yeah, so let's fast forward a little bit. He goes into the store with my mom and his little sister Claire, and they're walking through the store, and he doesn't know what's going on. He just figures, oh, I'm going to the store to get a gift for my birthday. So as he's walking towards the back of the store, he sees his kindergarten teacher, myself, all of his best friends from school, and then he notices the decorations. This is in the back of the store where you see all the back to school supplies. He sees the decorations such as a huge big old balloon garland, red and white Target colors, a wedding-sized party cake. It had Target logos all over this cake. We had a Starbucks station for the moms. We had a snack station that had all Target-themed little snacks, so the personal pizzas, the ices, the cake pops, all of those different things. And so all of a sudden you just see him, like he looks shocked, and he's like piecing all of this in together in his head. You could just like see how shocked he was. And then he looks at me. Are we having my birthday party at Target, Mom? And then I just started having this like cute little girl like chuckle. Like I just felt like a little kid, like I did something bad or did something I wasn't supposed to, but in like a good way, like a thrilled kind of way. And I'm like, yes, Charlie, we are having your 9th birthday party at Target. And so walking throughout that store, I mean, oh my gosh, we just decked so much out. The kids ended up having a silly string fight in the party section area, all over the electronics. There were birthday signs that said, happy birthday, Charlie. We had a scavenger hunt throughout the whole store. There was employees working there like Shelly, Joe, like people that had known myself when I was like 16 years old, and they just knew me on a first name basis. Just thought, man, that's so cool. Like, how often can you say that you've done that? What a gift, what a blessing. And so his friends had just a well of a time. They had the best time. And so at the end of that day, all of his friends got to pick out a little toy from the Target dollar bin, and they went up to the check stand to go be rang up. Guess who's behind the check stand? Charlie. He literally had a Target badge. They made him a Target badge with his name on it, and he had a whole Target uniform on, and he got to check and ring all of his friends up at the check stand. And mind you, I also have to tell you, I worked at Target for a short stint period when I was 16 years old, and it was one of my favorite jobs I ever had. I love the customers. I love being able to ring things up. So what a pinch me moment to see my son behind one of the same check stands that I actually rang customers up at when I was 16 years old. So fast forwarding a little bit, I just thought, man, this moment went in full circle. Here I was with all of these wonderful memories, living in the same neighborhood my whole life, frequenting the same Target location, all these different milestones that I've celebrated. And I just thought, during this pandemic, shout out to all the baristas at Starbucks, the checkers at HomeGoods and Marshalls and Target and all the places, because those are the people that really matter. And I miss those people right now, this pandemic. I miss being able to see their smiley faces. And even if they don't know my name, just to be able to say like, hey, how's your day going? And they really do care. I mean, they say, how are you? And I ask them, I always make sure, how are you back? So this pandemic has really made me think about those moments and how this moment, my whole life went full circle. Thank you for letting me tell my story.